is your pension contribution is taken out before income tax is applied. And ARS also promotes flexibility. You can move it from one company to the next, and it really is for retirement. Now, the VM ARS it offers ease of enrollment. You can sign up through wealth management or prime Victoria Mutual Pensions Management. And some of the benefits of having this pension plan is that there are no setup costs. It's your individual account, you go in, you start, you sign up the forms, and it's immediate enrollment. It allows for greater flexibility when you're making your contributions, and of course it's immediate vesting, and the ARS actually is approved by the FSC and the Tax Authority of Jamaica. So some of the benefits to investing in the ARS is that, you know, when you're a part of a superannuation plan, sometimes there's a vesting period of 5 or 10 years. But in the ARS, it's immediate vesting, minimal administration by you because the Victoria Mutual Pensions Management deals with the administrative part of you. Immediate enrollment, there are no regulatory requirements, you don't have to report anything, and of course there are low expense ratio. So let me move on to the tax benefits and just explain it based on the following slide. Now, if somebody without a pension plan, right, you deduct $100 and you put it in a savings account, that amount is subject to withholding tax at 25%, and you're left with $75, right? If there is a 20% gain, for example, you earn interest of $15, that interest is subject to withholding tax at 25%, and you're left with $86.25. Now, let's say you had an individual retirement account or an ARS. $100 is deducted from your salary or from your income. There's no tax on that, so you're left with $100 net. Let's say there's a 25% return on the investment of the ARS. Then you get that 25% straight up. And therefore, the net position without a pension plan would be $86.25, whereas with an ARS, with an individual retirement account, you get everything, tax advantage on both sides. So we're encouraging you to join up for the Victoria Mutual Pensions ARS, to put aside something. We know you're real estate professionals and you likely are acquiring a number of properties for your retirement, but this can also supplement it because of the tax exemption. And because I know time is of the essence, I'll move on a little. There are 3 portfolios that you can invest in. The Prime Accumulator, which is a low risk, principally invested in short-term instruments. The Prime Advantage, in usually a mix of US dollars and Jamaican dollar fixed income. But the Accelerator, which is a high risk, is principally invested in local stocks. And you heard, based on Carlene's presentation, that the equity fund does the best. And therefore, the next slide will show that the 1-year return on the equity fund was 57.17%, and an average over the last 5 years was 31%. So the equity fund does well, however, it's a high-risk investment. So the quote that I'll leave you with is that you don't simply retire from something, have something to retire to. Thank you very much, folks. Any questions, by the way? 20% of your income, up to 20% of your income can be contributed. Yeah. The income is not set, but when you do, you can make contributions to your individual retirement account throughout the year. but the contribution should not, by the end of the year, should not exceed 20%.
Any more questions? Only one retirement. But the whole question for me is just one other student here. You might be saying. I know, but for the benefit of others, we need this guy here.
Yeah. Simply, I think we. It's okay.
No, yes.
Just one retirement scheme, yeah, right? So if I'm up in holiday for retirement, so therefore it's only one, so I cannot always
Okay. So, very good question. So you can be a member. Okay, the question is whether you can be a part of only one retirement scheme at a time. Now, if, for example, I work at Victoria Mutual and I was a member of that scheme and I left the company, I could leave my funds there and I'm a member of that, but I can leave and start an ARS. I can only contribute to one at a time. One at a time. Yeah, so those funds can be left there in the Victoria Mutual plan or whichever company.
So what if you get enough pension?
You're not contributing to it anymore.
But you're
Yeah.
going to depend.
Once you have not attained the retirement age, yes, I think so.
Question. As realtors, as you know, we're not likely to get checks every month. Do we make the contributions as income comes in, or is it something that we have to do every single month?
Absolutely, don't have to do it every single month as income comes in. Yeah. Right. So Michelle, you can take out 20% of your every time you earn, you can put aside 20%, and it should add up to overall 20. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I believe that we have learned quite a lot. I particularly want to encourage you to look at your pension plan. Those of us who get over 65 and you reach up and you're still alive and feel well that you may go on for a little bit longer, like Noah, you would want to ensure that when you no longer can work and you know you will continue to enjoy life, because from you take care of yourself and you keep this stress out of your heart, you will live a little longer. And so we encourage you to ensure that you have some put down so that you can continue to enjoy the same quality of life. Because some of us would have worked most of our lives, never got a chance to really enjoy ourselves. And we're looking forward to the retirement. I am. And therefore, I am making sure that I put down my 20% so that when that time comes, I don't have to be calling on my children or my other husbands that I'm going to get into. Having said that, which I'm always hopeful, we're not going to that. I will then ask Ms. Alyssa Lee to do the official, I'm so sorry. There's one question before I ask her for the vote of thanks.
I think this whole experience has been extremely credit-worthy.
Yes.
And I'm sorry that I know it probably isn't going to be accredited for the continuing, but I think it should be.
I think it should be.
So I hope that recommendation will be made, because this kind of thing really assists us as professionals, and certainly our credits should not only go towards, other things, but this is a very important topic.
Thank you very much. I'll take liberty to speak on behalf of my president. The association will in fact be making representation to the real estate board. We will get the presentations that were made this morning. They were all excellent presentations, and we will seek to have them be accredited, towards your CPD. We will seek to it. I can't guarantee that it will be, but we will definitely seek to have it done. All right. We will then ask Ms. Alyssa Lee to move the official vote of thanks. Did need a clap this week.
Mr. President, our sponsors, Victoria Mutual Group, presenters, our most valued members, my fellow realtors. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. On behalf of the Realtors Association of Jamaica and the Education Committee headed by past President Carleen Sinclair, we would like to extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all speakers for taking the time to share with us your knowledge and opinions and useful suggestions. We have to thank our sponsors, Victoria Mutual Group, for their continued commitment to work with our association to help us to stage this timely workshop, bearing in mind that tax returns are due for filing by March 15th. We also have to thank TAJ officials who took the time to share their knowledge and know-how to enable us in a position to file our returns and be fully compliant. Mr. Galbraith's presentation was insightful, and for that we're thankful to you, sir, and wish to assure you that you will be hearing from many of us who will require your assistance in short order. We would like to also thank the Knutsford Court Hotel for their part in making us feel so comfortable. We thank you for your hospitality and are looking forward to coming back for more of the same. To our members, we thank you for participating in this workshop and hope you will have found the information useful and that you are now fully prepared to file your returns online or be ready to contact Mr. Galbraith for his assistance. Thank you all for sharing this momentous occasion with us and have a safe journey home.
Thank you, Elisa, for moving the vote of thanks. And I'd also like to especially thank the members of the Secretariat. I know Jody's here. Karen would have done her part in making the presentation what it is today. And we just want you to know that we will continue to work to ensure that you get the best of what we have to give to you. So go make some money, all right? Thank you for coming.
A lady who sat beside me, I don't know, this look, I don't know if it's an umbrella or what. But
It's an umbrella.
yeah.
But she left it.
I don't know her
who?
name. No, I don't know her name or anything, but
You might as well tell me.
no, I'm not.
No, I'm not saying from a perspective that you're stealing it. Because the truth is that nobody's going to know whose it is.
No, but she will inquire
She may
and
come
she
back.
may call the real estate, the Realtors Association. That's why I gave.
Hopefully, they will.
And it is the problem.
I'm fixing it. We're fixing it.
But you know, the real part for her to walk all the way back and probably will miss it again.
We're missing out.
Yeah, it's a nice. Alright, I go on then, Michelle.
Yes, miss. Alright.
It has just coming from. Still live.